Hi, my name's Janu and I've created this tutorial about moving an entity to random positions within a certain specified area. So first what we're going to do is load an entity onto our map. So we're going to go to the right side of the screen, go to the roll-up bar, click on Entity, and then go down and choose something from one of these folders. I think I'm going to pick Vehicle, and then go down to Civ Car 1. All you have to do is drag and drop that onto your screen. You can see it's actually not sitting on top of your plane properly, so go up and make sure click on that button. So this way it's going to sit nice and flat on your surface. So then we click and we're done. Now we're going to click on our entity again and go over to our roll-up bar on the right. We're going to scroll down and we're going to find something called Flow Graph. Underneath Flow Graph, you will find the button Create. So click on Create. And we're going to enter the name of the flow graph we'd like to create. So I'm just going to type in random movement and press OK. Make sure there's no spaces in between because you may have bugs then. So once your flow graph has arrived on your screen, we're going to right click on the grey area, go add node, go down to miscellaneous and press start. So we're going to do that again. We're going to press right click in the grey area, go add node, come down to logic and press gate. Same thing, add node, logic, any. So this pretty much is here for when you want to create a loop in your flow graph. So now we're going to come down and right click, add node, time, delay. This allows us to have a specified delay time from when the flow graph ends and when you'd like that loop to start up again. So we're just going to start creating our links now. So we're going to go down from start output into logic open. Then we're going to start output into logic any input 1. Take that logic any out and into logic gate in. And I'm going to take the logic gate out to the time delay in, and the time delay out goes into logic any input 6. Have a close look at the flow graph that I have up on the screen so you have a better understanding. Once you've done that, we're going to move up and we're going to right click, add node, come down to math and go up to random. Do that again, so right click, add node, math, random. This allows us to generate a random number. So now we're going to right click again, go add node, come down to vec3 to vec3. Again, add node, entity, entity pos. So this pretty much allows us to get our position of our new entity. So we're just going to bring those links from our logic any out and into the generate of the math randoms. Then take the math random out and take 1 to x and 1 to y in vec3 to vec3. So now as you can see in the math random there's the minimum and maximum. So we're going to come back to our crisis war scene and we're going to click on our entity. As you can see at the bottom there's an x, y and z position number. So if you take these position numbers, I'm going to give 100 gaps. So this is the area that we want our entity to be moving within. So I'm going to give 100 by 100 leeway. So the minimum maximum is for each x and y axes. So now if I'm doing the y axis, I'm going to go 400 and 500 as my minimum and maximum. And since we don't want our entity to be moving up and down, we're going to keep the z-axis as the same. And I'm just going to round that figure up and make it 28. So I'm just going to insert that into vec3 to vec3, click on it, come over to the input side on the side and type in 28. Now I'm going to make a link from the out of vec3 and into entity pos. This entity pos is actually the position of entity pos. Now I'm just going to right click on the red area and make that graph entity. That's just selecting the entity that you have on your screen at the moment. Now I'll just give you some time to catch up. Make sure you have all your links right, otherwise it won't work. With your minimum and maximums, those are just rough ideas. It all depends on the minimum and maximum of your entity. And you can give as much leeway as you want on either side. That's up to you. Now with the time delay, if you just click on it and go over to the input side on the side, that's really up to you how many seconds you want to have it between each loop. I'm just going to change mine to 3. Now you can go ahead and close the flow graph window. Now we're just going to come down to ground level and go back a bit so you can actually see the whole area. And we're going to press Ctrl G to go into the game. Now we should see, according to our time delay, it should move randomly within that certain area. Well, thank you for watching my video. I hope you learnt everything that I taught you today. Have a good one. Bye.